Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report. The biggest news had come from the Creighton Blue Jays as they faced number 1 ranked Kansas. Creighton was ranked number 15, so obviously they got some talent, but had lost to Nebraska, San Diego State, and Texas A&M, and was no longer ranked in the top 25. But Creighton came ready to play Kansas. Kansas never led. In the first half, they were down by 10. KU would get within 1, but could never grab the lead. Pop Isaac was popping threes and popping shots, as he scored 27. And KU's DeJuan Harrison scored 15. KU gets blown out by 15, and the fans storm the court. That's KU basketball. It'll be good to see Thursday night football with a good game. The Packers and Lions play. The Packers the best team in the NFC in my mind. Players to watch out for: Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs at the running back position. Wide receiver Jaden Reed. Rashawn Gray at the defense. Lions, Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Amon St. Brown. Offensive tackle, best in the league, Penny Sewell. Defensive player, Brian Branch is a player to watch for. Look at all these injuries from the Lions, but they've continued to play their way through it and currently still have the best team in the NFC. Tonight, if the Lions lose, they only have a 54% chance of winning the NFC. If they win, it goes up a lot more. The Packers paid Jordan Love to win these kind of games. And in my opinion, Dave Campbell is the coach of the year. It doesn't really matter to me because it's not just the best, it's the best team, not just the best team that made the most improvement in my mind. This is a must-win for the Packers. Kick is at 7:15. Let's hear Mike GreenBerg argue about how the Eagles are the number 1 team in his power rankings in the NFC. Or here's that with Mike GreenBerg. I'll come back to argue this point.
Because I'm going to give you the top 5 teams in the NFC. This is my power rankings. The top 5 teams in the NFC. At number 5, the Washington Commanders. I believe that little mini break was all they needed. Their schedule is good. They have a bye this week. I think the quarterback, between the combination of the ribs and hitting a little bit of a rookie wall, got tired. I think this late bye will help him. I think the Commanders finished strong. I think they are the 5th best team, and their arrow is pointing straight up. At number 4, I'll put the Packers because they have to show it to you. Look, at the end of the day, I believe in the Packers. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl before the year started, and if they win tonight, they'll be right back on track. But they played the Lions and lost. They played the Vikings and lost. I can't put them any higher than 4. I can't put them ahead of the Vikings, for example, who I have at 3. I am completely bought in on Sam Darnold, and I feel so good for him. People ask me all the time, Greeny, does it hurt you to watch Sam Darnold playing so well? Heck no. Sam Darnold deserves this opportunity. He's playing out of his mind. Their defense is multiple and confuses young quarterbacks. The Vikings are legit. At number 2, get ready to yell at me. The Lions.
Jeez, dude.
The Lions have been unbelievable from the very beginning of the season, but Shefty just ran through all of it for you. Their defense is depleted. No team, no matter how good, could overcome all of the losses that team has overcome. And the reality is the best team in the NFC, the best team in the NFL, man for man, pound for pound, plays in Philadelphia. Their defense is awesome. Right now, the coach of the year in the NFL is Vic Fangio. I don't care that he's not a head coach. If I had a vote, I would vote for Vic Fangio. That defense was an embarrassment last year, and all of a sudden, it is absolutely dominant. With those 2 kids up front playing defensive tackle and an unbelievably good secondary, I have the Eagles as the best team in the NFL. Why are you looking at me like that, Harry Douglas?
I think you're crazy right now.
Why am I crazy?
Because when you look at the Detroit Lions, number 1, offensively, we know the juggernaut that they are. Right? They're leading the league or top 5 in just about every category.
Yeah.
But when you flip over to the defensive side of the ball, I get that the Philadelphia Eagles are top 10 in just about every category, but so are the damn Detroit Lions. They're 10th in total defense, 5th in run defense, 2nd in points allowed, and 1st in third down defense. They also are a team that has won 10 games in a row and going for the 11th tonight. They have 1 loss on the season. I'm not going to put a team that has 2 losses on the season ahead of a team that has 1 loss when we've deemed them as the best team the entire year.
So all of a sudden you're on the NCAA selection committee? Okay, I'll fight back.
They play in the SEC.
Here are the 2 losses. Here are the 2 losses the Eagles have. One of them, nobody played. I think I was playing offensive skill for them in that game. And the other one, Saquon Barkley dropped a ball that was directly in his hands. Otherwise, they beat your Atlanta Falcons. Those are their 2 losses on the season. The Lions last week, the Bears Eberflused themselves out of that game, okay? The Lions absolutely should have lost at home to Chicago on Thanksgiving if the Bears hadn't Eberflused themselves into oblivion in one of the most ridiculous games of all time. The Lions were dominating everybody. They remind me of the 07 Patriots. And then you know what? It's hard to maintain that level. I've had this conversation with Teddy
That doesn't make you a
Bruschi.
lesser team.
The Eagles are going like this, Dan.
Eagles are soaring.
The Eagles are going like this.
All right, so if was a 5th, we'd all be drunk. What do we promote? Patron? Tequila?
Yes, Patron.
Okay, so I love tequila. So we might as well get all of us a shot in this damn cup because if was a 5th, we'd all be drunk. We can't go back and say if Saquon Barkley would have catch that ball, they would have 1 less loss. He dropped it.
Well,
Point blank period.
Forget about the ifs. Let's just talk about the direction and the way the Eagles are playing right now. That's why Greeny is saying they're the #1 team and they're going to finish with that first seed because of what they look like on game day, the dominance of Saquon Barkley, rushing for 250-something yards against the Rams. That's why he's saying that, and I agree with Greeny.
Courtesy of Hembo. Okay, a little shout out for Hembo.
Get me on the screen for the argument. I don't understand it. The Philadelphia Eagles have talent, obviously, but they've never really been able to put it together. I mean, I know they have 2 losses, and that's great and everything like that. But look, the Lions are who they are, and that's the best team in the NFL. That's it. Then you could argue with me that the Eagles are 2, and the Bills are 3, and the Chiefs are 4, or the Bills are 2, the Chiefs are 3, and the Eagles are 4, or the other way. The Chiefs are 2, the Eagles are 3, and the Bills are 4. Any way you want to put it, but at 2, 3, and 4, the Lions stand alone as the best team in the NFL power rankings. That's Sam Vaughan Smack. I know we're in the baseball off season, but Jason Duffy gives a back room into his room of a great baseball room. Who's the commissioner back then?
Forget his name.
Okay.
And then I have a display case with baseballs in them, some signed.
Signed baseballs. That's pretty cool. Who you got?
Trying to think. I would have to double check these. I haven't checked these in a while, but it's got quite a few people in there.
Okay, that's cool. Anything else?
And then actually in the hallway I actually have some stuff. So my mom actually thought it would be pretty cool for the renovation. My hallway's got like a big the hallway area, so she thought it was a good idea to make it kind of like a monument park type thing where you put like a bunch of memorabilia on the wall. So this is just a bunch of stuff. That's the 09 team that won the World Series.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yep.
They won that back when you lived in New York, right? I mean, by Maplebrook.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. Well, one of my friends a while back gave me this. This is an old school Yogi Berra photo signed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this is kind of cool. I got this picture years ago. This is custom made. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in on it a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
When did that happen? When you're younger?
Yeah, I got this probably when I was a kid.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then there's some other pictures I got. There's Bernie Williams.
Uh-huh.
This picture I actually took with my camera. That's an old pic of Jeter when he was still playing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.